And no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you.
Hello, welcome to Monday Night Sprints. Nope, it's not Monday. It's Wednesday. I am fine. It's fine. Welcome to Wednesday Night Sprints. It's not like I don't do these on my channel every single week on the same night. But hi, you can tell how my week is going.
Well, I was wondering if you were a week ahead or a week behind. It's like, are you giving me days or are you taking days away?
The only thing I think of is because I did sprint on Monday for Patreon, and so maybe that's just that's the last time I sprint. Maybe not. But hi, welcome. We have Leandra. These are TBRathon sprints, which have just been wonderful this month. I've been getting through so much. I kind of decided I wasn't going to do the TBR game or the to be rolled because it just wasn't working with the content that I needed. So I'm doing the this or that scavenger hunt. So I'm going through them all and then probably going through and being like, and now I'm going to do the other this.
I'll do that, and then I'll do this.
And then I'll come back and do this. So that's how my month is going. Tonight, I'm going to be starting Arrival Most Vile by R.K. Ashwick. This is the last book that I need to read for my Spiffbo vlog. Not the last book of Spiffbo, but I'm doing 3 in each vlog. So this is the third one. And one did not go well and one went really well. So that's where we're at.
Okay, interesting.
But this one doesn't have an audiobook. So it's like I was telling Leandra, I was like, since I'm on sprints, I have to be sitting here. I might as well do a physical book. You can actually see my face.
We like the mood lighting anyway, setting the tone for it.
So I have it it's a chandelier because this used to be the dining room, originally. So there's a chandelier and 2 of the lights have burned out, and they're the little ones that look like candles. And so I don't have any other light bulbs. I need to go get some more.
Yeah, when you're like, that's pretty, but that's also specific. So
right. But anyway, how are you, Leandra?
I'm doing well. I am hoping you like that book because it does sound really good, and you've kind of mentioned it in a few videos, and I'm like, that does sound really fun.
This feels kind of like a Leandra book. It's like it's like the tavern in between the D&D quest.
Yeah, that's why I was feeling it.
It's a queer cozy romance.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna be a me book. However, Cassidy didn't hate it, and she doesn't like cozy either. It was enjoyment wise, I didn't like it, but technically speaking, it was really well done. So that's
Okay, well that's good to know. At least there's a recognition of this isn't just bad because it's bad.
Right.
It's this is good but not good for me.
Right.
So there's a reason.
Well, and that's why enjoyment is only worth a portion of my rating. Because otherwise, there could be some very technically good books that didn't fit my vibe that I would score really low, or vice versa. There's some books where I'm just all vibes, 5 stars, and then when you actually sparse it out, you're actually this book was really not well written.
Yeah, but I love it anyway. We love the flaws. Yeah.
Anyway, what are you reading tonight?
I am actually reading In the Woods. I have to read 2 chapters before I can move on from that because I'm doing a buddy with Coda and Nicole, who may or may not be in the comments at some point. They usually show up. And yeah, it's Irish noir, a bit of hard-boiled, cold case, dark. It's gotten quite visceral as far as some of the descriptions, and I was prepared for that because I knew that Tana French was an Irish kind of darker mystery writer. Coda and Nicole weren't, but the 3 of us are enjoying it either way. Yeah.
Okay, nice. That is exciting. You've already started it?
Yes. So we're 120 pages in. We're reading about 60 pages a day. And so I think because we're only reading 2 chapters, they must be longer-ish chapters, 30 pages each. I do have the audiobook with me as well, as a phone. But it's really I don't have any complaints necessarily about the audiobook, but it is funny because you can tell that it was probably like back when they were converting old audiobooks from CD, because I've already heard like there's a pause at one point, and then like I heard his voice, like the narrator say, "End of CD1," and I was like, I beg your pardon.
Oh, that's so funny. Do you remember like when we were kids and we got the like books on tape?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, what is going on? And then I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. They're just repurposing an old audio.
That's weird that they didn't just cut that out in editing though.
I know. I guess they just didn't think about it. Didn't think it was there. I don't know. Very weird. And it's from I think this is from 2007. So I guess if we're thinking about, you know, audio CD, maybe it was the audio, like the CD was made in 2007, 2008. So yeah.
It's all right.
Weird. Anyway.
Interesting. Hello, Rye. Reading caught up. Very nice. Hello, Caitlin. Hello. Just finished Trust of the Emerald Sea. Now starting Powerless by Lauren Roberts. You have to let me know what you think of that one. Hello. Here for a bit, then have something to do. I'll be back later. That's fine. What my plan for tonight is to do, because I know people like the 1 hour sprints, but the problem is that on weekdays, like I can't do sprints for longer than like 3-ish hours. Mm-hmm. Especially when I have people from the East Coast on, because then it gets late for you guys.
Yeah.
So my plan is to do a 45-minute, an hour, and then a 45-minute.
Yeah, nice.
I think that's a good compromise.
I like that.
Not going to work tomorrow, so I'm ready to read tonight. Are you also getting a crap ton of snow? We got like probably another 6 inches of snow today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got some snow too.
And it was like everyone, like they were saying like, oh, it's probably going to be mostly rain. I was like, this is not rain. This is big white stuff falling from the sky.
This is some cold rain.
This is not snow, or this is not rain. Hello, Julie. Yes, I sprint pretty much every Wednesday night. There will not be sprints on my channel next Wednesday because I will be on a plane.
That would be tough.
Really hard. Service, like while there is Wi-Fi on the plane, it's not great.
Yeah.
So somebody else will have to step in for me next Wednesday. So yes, reading My Murder tonight. Very nice. Sprint hopping. Who else is? Oh, Nell is probably sprinting.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. Next Wednesday, everybody can just hang on over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Reading Babel up to chapter 8, which looks like a long chapter. Nice. Life has been bumpy, so looking forward to reading a book from the world of 5 gods when I get a chance. Nice. Hello, listening to Iron Flame. I hope you're still enjoying that one. I'm going to be listening to 100 Years of Solitude. Have you read this one?
It's by is it Gabriel Marquez? What's the author? I can't remember the author. It's like 3 names.
Like I can see the cover right now.
Yes. Yeah, I own it. I can tell you I own it, but I haven't read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be reading Jade City tonight, 43% in and really enjoying it. Nice. I never continued on with that series.
Everyone's talking about it now too. I think, is there a read along going on? Maybe?
There must be.
Yeah.
There must be. Hello. Just got home from work, going to unwind for a bit, then figure out what if I'm reading or what. Did you guys get weather today too? I feel like the whole country got weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about it in my Discord, and I was like, there's like some like everywhere. Like Mississippi was getting like ice.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So many like closings of schools and libraries and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's supposed to be over for us by tomorrow morning, which is good. And I think it actually might get above freezing. So then some of this will melt and go away a little bit.
Not freeze again to turn into ice, because that would be bad. There's like a balance of keep warming up so it's all gone. Right.
Yeah. I'm not going to work tomorrow, so I got lots to read. Oh no, Lincoln got pink eye too. Oh no. Hello, Jess. Finished the engagement party today. Started Eye of the World. Very nice. I will not be participating in that buddy read.
Me neither.
I can do high fantasy, but like 14, whatever, 15 books, I can't. I can't, especially since it's so much like travel books. I don't like travel fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be reading Castles in Their Bones. Very nice. Hello, Ro. Hello. If I didn't remember to say it, my memory today has been on vacation. I mean, you heard me. I said, "Hi, welcome to Monday Night Sprint."
So we're doing great.
We're doing great tonight. Well, welcome, your first sprint ever. Welcome. We do these all the time. And I hope that you have fun.
Yeah, yoo-hoo.
Yeah, how dare they learn about sharing at this most inopportune time? Hello, Margaret. Like 2 hours away from me, got 2 to 3 feet of snow, and we got nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, welcome. Reading Divine Arrivals. Hello. Currently reading Vampire Forensics. That sounds like fun. Today has not been my week. So much. And I also had dental. Well, it wasn't trauma. I just had to go to the dentist today.
Yeah. Yeah, no birthday parties tend to happen at dentists' offices.
They're not great times, right? No. Katie is doing a Jade City read along. Gotcha. So I could finally finish Jade Legacy. There you go. We got fake snow with promised inches, and we got 1 to 2 inches. You can have some of ours.
Yeah.
Ohio got nothing except for stupid cold. See, we were talking about this, I think, on Sunday. And I was like, that's the worst part, is when you don't, like, you get the cold and also it's not pretty.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, at least I don't have I want something pretty to look at if I'm going to be freezing, where it's like, no.
Right. Getting a remote day is so complicated. Yeah, that's fair. Hello, welcome. Reading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip Dick. That's the funniest title ever, and I love that.
I know. Every time it comes up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot that title exists. Like, it's so creative.
Right? I have so much Eye of the World FOMO, but I can't sing it right now. Rainy, I don't think you would like this book. I do not think you would like this book. I'm reading Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. I love this book. Ro, did you know that S.A. Barnes has a new one coming out? When is it? April?
April. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost Station, right?
Yes. Very excited about it. My Neck Alley arc just says pending. I'm like, thanks. And Escaping Mr. Rochester by L. McKinney, the second in the Sapphic twist on Jane Eyre. Nice. Also reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Very nice. Reading Jade City for a read along. Oh, okay. A Star Reads channel. Is that Katie, or is that somebody else?
No, because Katie I would rather be reading. So there must be 2 happening at one time.
I mean, January is the time to like knock out those big chunky books. So
that's true. Yeah.
We have a few inches of snow, and the parking lots are all just ice at this point. Ooh, that's gross. Out of network, and my cleaning cost me like, ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not fun.
No.
Insurance is a scam. Especially dental insurance. I feel like every book I've read lately, Brie is like, you won't like it.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, I was like, honestly, I'm waiting to see what the tally is at the end, Rainey, of how many Brie is correct on, because you've mentioned.
Okay, but to be fair, I think you'll probably like Powerless.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we'll even it out.
I haven't read Powerless yet, but just based on what other people are talking about. Also dealing with some foot walking issues. So oh no. Yeah, the ice is dangerous. Got my approved for my NetGalley arc of Ghost Station. Whoa, the NetGalley gods are blessing you today. Yeah, I think that one's like like everyone calls it like a popcorn fantasy romance. And I was like, okay, so we're here for a good time. Yeah, no. I like legit wore my dog training boots outside today to go to the dentist. I was like, I know that I won't fall and die in these.
Mhm.
Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start a sprint because Derek just got home and the dogs are gonna start barking in a minute, so I'm gonna be on mute. So we're going to start with a 45-minute sprint, and I will see you in a bit.
Sounds good.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
I didn't read much. I read 24 pages, which was not a lot. It really like throws you in right at the beginning, and there's like a whole town's worth of people, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
A lot of characters that you're meeting.
So
and
many
then...
characters.
Oh no!
It's like a whole town. I was like, well, I hope we figure it out eventually.
Yeah, it's like you're introduced to the entire friend group, and they all know each other, and you're like, okay, I need
don't
some
know
time.
everybody. Yeah. And obviously, it's like a fantasy world, so they all have different weird names.
Yes. How dare they?
Right? But how did you do?
Well, if it makes you feel better, I didn't get any reading done. But productivity. It was because, it was honestly because Moore brought up Neck Alley, and you had mentioned Neck Alley too. And I was like, you know what? I need to finally actually get these reviews in that I haven't been doing. I read the books. I just don't review them. And so I was finally submitting reviews and like making sure that they were also happening on other platforms for the links and things. And so now my review rating is at 63%.
Impressive.
Not bad. Not bad at all. It could be a little bit better because I still have a few books to go, but we're getting there.
Yeah. I feel like I've had my Neck Alley account for so long that when you put in a review, it just barely bumps it up. And so it's like a little bit, you have to put in like 2 or 3 just to get like 1%.
Yeah. Yeah, mine, I put in 1 and I was like, well, let me check. And it went from 62 to 63. I'm like, okay, this isn't going as fast as I would like.
It's not going as fast as I would like. Yeah, exactly. So, but that's good. That's good. We did have a couple of people join us. Hello, Lexi. I'm going to be sitting down with Crooked Kingdom or The Engagement Party. I haven't read The Engagement Party, but I've heard good things about it. Crooked Kingdom, however, is a very good book.
I have The Engagement Party on hold with Libby, so we'll see if I can get it in time to talk about it because it's for a B&K book club.
Yeah, so. I did not have time. Like, I didn't have the ability to like squish that onto my. I'm gonna try to join them in February with Powerless, but. Hello, sprint hopping here and with Abel this evening. We had another snow day here, and we'll have another one tomorrow. So I'm caught up on all the pages I need to read. Very nice. Hello, Becca, reading There's No Way I'd Die First. Very nice.
Ooh, let me know what you think about that because that's also a book I have to review.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I haven't. I have the e-arc, but I haven't read it yet. So
okay. Hello, happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing well. We're here.
We are here.
We are here. 17 pages. Got a phone call. They had to interrupt your productivity, right? Did no reading, ate pizza, and hung out in Nell's chat. Very nice. I also started watching Cassidy put up early access for her new video, and so I started watching that too.
Ooh, nice.
A little bit less productivity. Got to page 114 to 133 of Babel, up to chapter 8, which is like 20 pages. Wow. Hold on. Move.
No worries.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to close the door, Bubs.
The dog's like, but why?
Derek's on the phone. I didn't want to like bug him. Read 40 pages in Heaven's Official Blessing, Volume 1, going really slow and savoring with this one. Very nice. That's a series I would like to start this year. Finish the article I really need to read for tomorrow morning's class. That is important. Waiting until the very last minute for that. Ate dinner. Now I'm working on organizing all of my physical books so I can reorganize my bookshelf soon. That's fun. We love a good reorganization. The banter in this book is bantering. We love it.
Woohoo!
Love it. Giving Red Queen vibes. I've heard that. For me, reading 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. There we go. We were half right.
Anyway, there we go.
Similar with mixing up characters. Yeah, it's not like I don't think he's not mixing them up. Like it's not that. It's just that like you were basically like thrown into a conversation on page 1.
Mhm.
Which like I think is the vibe that the author was going for. But it wasn't a like because it's like we're kind of like thrown into chaos.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. So
Yeah, social chaos, specifically social chaos. It's not like it's a battle, but it's just people
my
talking.
goodness, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. You absolutely do not have to do that. Thank you. Now I
Chris
lost
is
my it like popped up at the top and I was like, oh.
I saw that and I was like, is that Chris? I think that's Chris. And I was like, well, of course.
But yeah, so like I was like, I think the only thing I can think of is like, did you watch the D&D movie?
No, I've meaning to.
Like it feels like that where you're just like you're like dropped into the middle of an already happening scene. And so like, and it's a vibe. I'm just like would like to catch up.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not at the same vibe at the moment. I want to vibe with you, but
I will get there. I just need a few chapters. Because the townspeople are a lot of fun from like the snippets I've gotten. Hello. Currently reading the Traveling Cat Chronicles for a Pokemon prompt. Very nice.
I hear that's sad. So
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Hello. Got here doing that sprint, working on editing a video. Need to catch up on NetGalley too. Yeah. Very good. Getting up to 60. Yeah. I think I'm at like 53% or something like that. But then I did get an email that said I got approved for something today, so it probably went down.
Well, I know you're always like, yay, and you're like, wait, that also affects other things. Like, so
what I did is I'm gonna do a vlog where I read a bunch of graphic novels for a weekend, like graphic novel arcs, and I only had 2, and I was like, okay, let me get a couple more. And then I can make it like a whole weekend vlog or like, a day or 2 vlog. And then like, because the graphic novels really help bump up your percentage because you can read a bunch of them quickly.
That is true. I never thought about that.
So because I had like Graceling, the graphic novel, and I had Pixels, I think was another one, and then the second Sheets. I think is the other one that I had.
I want to read that.
Cute little middle grade. Didn't get to read much, but I'm reading a fanfic of Hermione and Sirius called Coming Undone. That's a pairing.
Yeah. And a lot of, I mean, it's not that it ever goes away, but the fanfic, there's like a huge popular fanfic that someone else was talking about that's with Hermione and
Manacled.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I have really mixed feelings about that, specifically because people are starting to like, you can find a bind up of it on Etsy, or I think even in the TikTok shop, and like fan fiction is not meant to be bound. It's not a book. And it feels weird that like people are putting on their best books of the year, and I was like, it's not a book. I don't know, just because of the whole like fan fiction where it's like an alternate universe of characters that you did not create. That's what I don't know. There's just like there's a very weird gray area there.
Yeah, like I think it should be like I think that there should be more flexibility of adding it to like reading, like pay, like how much you've read in a day, or like counting it in that way. But yeah, like I think it would be confusing if you could count like fan fiction as like a part of your like story graph books read. But maybe I
don't know. I just like I feel like if I had created a book, or even like because there's like TV shows and movies and stuff like that, and then like which like fan fiction I feel like has like is valid, right? But then like someone binding it up as and calling it like their own story, I don't know, it just feels, I guess like that's the same thing as a retelling though.
Yeah, I know. Like, it makes you wonder, like, is there a difference? Because like a lot of times we call retellings, like, when do we start calling them retellings? You know, like, is there like a certain amount of time that
Because
passes?
like characters have changed names but have similar tropes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because I guess.
Because like I just finished
Yeah,
reading
like, I feel
Beauty
like
and the Beast Beauty and the Beast retelling. And
Mhm.
you could definitely tell like this is the Lumiere character, but like his name was not Lumiere.
Yeah, I was gonna
Is
say, because
that
even
like
like,
a retelling?
yeah, like for instance, the even the Alex Hall Sherlock Holmes retelling, it wasn't like, it was completely different, gender swaps, it was fantasy, like there were so many things changed, but you could see like the sketch that it was coming from, versus being like, it's not like Alexis Hall was like, I am going to rewrite Sherlock Holmes and Watson in the same exact way, but like have them fall in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But like there's a Pride and Prejudice retelling that just came out that is like a queer retelling. I think it's Pride and Prejudice. It's one of the Jane Austens. And I think they have like the same but then yeah, like Katie Robert has Greek retellings or Disney retellings that like are the characters. I don't know. But I do think that this is a good point. If we're selling it and you're not the author.
Yeah.
Because like the people on Etsy that are selling Manacled, like they're not the person who wrote Manacled. They're just the one that printed it and are binding it.
Yeah.
And that feels weird.
That would be like a publisher. Yeah, like a publisher making someone like an author's book and then not giving the author any money for publishing and distributing their book. Yeah.
This is also true. I know I'm going completely out of order, but I wanted to like stay on conversation. Classics are not bound by, because they're part of the, what's it called? Public domain.
Yeah.
So like the like Beauty and the Beast is part of public domain now. The Greek retellings are public domain. But like Harry Potter is not.
Yeah.
It's a weird gray area. Yeah, never counted for. You can count it on Storygraph, but it's considered not a book. And I think that's a good distinguishing, because then you can still count. You're like, if you're doing a page count goal for the year, like counting it as pages. But like reviewing fan fiction outside of the realm of like the website that's designed to review fanfic, I don't know. It's just,
yeah.
I don't think it is allowed. I just think it hasn't been caught yet.
Yeah, I think, and then it's dependent on people actually reporting it.
Yeah.
And also Etsy and other sites like that actually handling those reports and going through them quickly enough before like these books get sent out, you know, the bindings get sent out to sell, you know.
Right. Yeah. Now we'll go back to the I just want like, I try to stay on topic rather than like going back and like, you know, coming back to this conversation 5 minutes later.
I need to get better at that. I'm so bad where I'll go like exactly direct and then I'll realize, oh, we're cycling back. Oh, we're gonna cycle back again. And it's
exactly. I was on a roll and read 63 pages. Very nice. I had some pizza, watched some booktube. Might be a chill night. My brain is mush. You know what? Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that. That was loud. Out of snow days, unless we get freezing rain tonight. I'm back to work tomorrow. That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm going back to the office tomorrow. So I have 3 more days in the office, and then I have to go on a trip for 2 days. Sprint hopping with Nell. I thought maybe we had a new booktuber.
Yeah, you know, Cain and Abel, maybe, I don't know.
You know, there are so many people on booktube. I've probably missed some. Although for some reason YouTube today like popped up a whole bunch of booktube newbie tags, and I was like, I'm just gonna go down this rabbit hole for a bit.
Sounds good to me. Yep.
I watched like 6 or 7 of them. I was like, cool. Enjoying it so far. Actually, I think it's kind of scary, but that's coming from someone who doesn't read horror much. So take that as you will. Leander doesn't read a lot of horror either. So
yeah, I know. I was like, honestly, Becca, you and me. So
listen, we're gonna get you to read horror this summer.
With the light on in the daylight. Maybe I'll slowly get into horror in the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like, face-off weekend, 48 hours of sprints.
Yeah, maybe.
Just read horse straight.
Yes, exactly. Just keep me awake by being afraid.
Listen, it's strategy.
Yeah.
I can't sleep. Something might get me.
Something is under my bed.
I'm not afraid to humble brag, but my net gallery's at 92%. Doing the most over here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen. Haven't joined a live since the amazing readathon. Well, welcome back. Reading Brother by Amos Alborn. Nice. Hello, welcome. I'll be reading I Keep My Exoskeletons to Myself by Marissa Crane. Love that title. Enjoying it so far. Very nice. Didn't read anything that sprint, but I will the next one. I'll probably eat dinner in the next sprint. I definitely ordered food.
Yeah. Honestly, it's sprinting night. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I only have, because I only got 2 meals from my HelloFresh box this week. And we won't get another one until Tuesday. And I already used one of the meals. So there's only 1 meal left and I need to go to the grocery store. But I didn't want to do that today because, snow. No one wants to bring groceries in when it's snowing.
Yeah, it is not fun when you're just like holding things and you're like, and then you just know that when you bring them inside, the snow is going to melt and like all of your groceries are just wet.
Exactly. So we'll cook the other meal tomorrow and then like go grocery shopping over the weekend. It'll be fine. Starting my middle school show tomorrow with 30 middle schoolers. Try not to overthink how to direct again. 30 middle schoolers. Godspeed.
Yes, all in one place.
So many middle schoolers. Reading Pearls and Peril for the featuring an animal prompt of the TBRathon. That's got to be a cozy mystery.
I'm thinking so too.
Love that. I'm at work, so I may be in and out, going to read as I have time, but keep y'all on as much as I can. Thank you so much. Reading A Red Rising and The Sandman Volume 1. Very nice. I'm going to eat dinner, then I'll continue reading. Very nice. Yes. That one, like, that book has a lot of different countries that it mentions. This is where we started talking about Manacled. Not a big fanfic reader, but I do want to read Manacled. It's like 900 pages too. I'm like, I don't want to do it.
So long.
Yeah, I don't think it is legal. Just received the text that we will be out. Yay!
Woohoo!
Yes, Darcy Coates is perfect for 48 hours. The Folk Rock Ghost is like a short story or a novel or like a novella. I think the audiobook is like 5 hours long. She also has a lot of like short story collections.
Interesting.
I think I might be reading the short story collection for 72 hours.
Nice.
That might be my plan. Horror books in the complete dark are a whole vibe. It is.
Yeah, that's true.
Has a publisher added a book to your shelf that you didn't request? They've sent me the widgets, like in email, so then if you click it, it will go to your shelf. But I've never had them like add it to the shelf before.
Yeah, like I'll just not, if I'm not interested, I just won't click on the widget. Then
exactly.
I won't get it.
To be fair, it's about a killer clown, and I've hated clowns since I was like 7. That's fair. That's fair. Why is my group chat is going off?
You're so popular.
That happens when you put 4 people in a group chat. Anyways, that's the end of the comments. So let me switch the timer so we can do our 59 minutes sprint, because that's all tomato timers will go to. Yes, this is the other one. That I don't think I have this one actually. No, I don't have this one. I need this one. I think I have it on my like save for later on Amazon because it's like $6 right now.
I think we know that Darcy Coates this is my year to read some of her stuff because we keep talking about her and I'm like, you know what? I gotta actually do it.
1,349 pages. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
The longest book that I read was a Ken Follett book. And like that audiobook went on forever.
Yeah, I'm someone who it's so bad, but I know that I avoid long books. Like it's impressive if I read a book that's like close to 500 pages, let alone that. I'm not
I
built
do
like that, I
have
don't
a
think.
book on my Kindle that is like 1,000 pages long that an author sent me for review. And I was like, listen, I don't know when I can get to this.
Like I'm gonna be real with you.
The author like is very self-deprecating in like how long they know how long it is. Because there's this thing on Twitter going on right now where like authors will 1-star review their own book. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like
gosh,
where they're just like,
yeah.
where they just like make silly things up about it. And the author's one was too long, didn't read. 1 star.
Too long, no thanks.
Yeah. Just ate dinner, debating on starting Jade City to get my UFO for Pokemon. Hopefully I don't fall asleep.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good night. And let's see. I'm gonna go back. Nope, this one. All right. My food is gonna be here like shortly, so this was perfect timing. And I'll see you in an hour. Hello, welcome back.
Oh,
I made it to page 55, so I read like 31 pages and then also ate dinner.
very nice. Productive, also
Can't really
nourished.
eat chicken wings while reading a physical book.
Yay. I just saw a flash of your like cozy blanket, the
Oh my gosh.
yellow.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know. It's golden and lovely.
Yes.
It looks amazing.
Because so my office colors are most like this golden yellow, and then like my chair is like this bright teal. That was like my big birthday present last year, was the chair and like curtains. Yeah, so that was like my birthday present last year.
I love it. I was gonna say, yeah. Because it matched like I saw that your curtains were yellow too, and I was like,
my curtains are yellow too.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I
feel like
have like it's funny because I can't commit to like a color scheme in my house at all. So like this room is very much like royal tone, like the green and the gold, and then in the living room it's like blue and purple, kind of like more muted colors, and then in the bedroom it's like gray and pink and green.
Well, you know what? I
commit to it. Like all three of those colors work within themselves, but like they're very different.
And you can tell if people are noticing when you were doing like your genre blankets, because you were having to do different colors to suit what room the blankets were going to be in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like last year's are like in the living room, and then this year's, I have it on the floor here, is going to be like in the bedroom.
Yep.
I don't like the way it looks right now. I think it's because I don't like the pink. I think that's what it is, because it's not the same color pink that's in the bedroom. But that's for nonfiction, so I don't feel like there's going to be very much of it. It's not like it'll look fine, because like I'll read 4 nonfictions in the entire year.
Yeah, it'll be like little bursts there where
but because I only have like 8 rows filled out right now, it's like, oh, that's very bright. Because like when I put all the yarn together, I was like, oh, this is pretty, but like once it's in the blanket, I'm like, I don't like it.
I love the idea of you being like, probably not going to read as much nonfiction as I could this year because I don't want the pink.
Right, exactly. But anyways, so this is like really funny in the fact that like it's very much like grumpy. This guy's so grumpy. He's so funny. He's like, how dare him set up a potion shop across the street? And how does he already have so many people at his store?
Oh, we love it,
like, because there's a lot of like magical creatures in here. So you know, like the like the business, like 30 under 30 people, like people that are like doing fantastic things when they're young or whatever. So there is one of these in this town, but it's called 30 under 130.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And wait, so is the grumpy man older than that? Is the grumpy character older than 130?
I don't know. I don't think so. But they were just like mentioning it, like they saw a magazine about it.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to keep me updated because that does seem really funny. Like, is it cozy? Is it meant to be cozy? Is that what it is?
No, it's very much like Legends and Lattes vibes.
Okay. Which I haven't read either, but I've been meaning to. So, meanwhile, mine's much darker.
I think you're the one reading the dark stuff this time.
I know. What's going on? I'm like, so things aren't looking great in Dublin. Like there is a killer on the loose. They don't know. There might be a cult as well because the body was found in like on an altar. So there are things, on an altar where potential bloodletting, just crazy things happening. So I read one chapter and then I ended up catching up because we've been using Instagram. And so we've been sending voice messages, and that tends to be how I do buddy reads when we're doing it like that, where I send voice messages. And so Nicole and Coda, apparently they don't usually do that. So they're like, look at this. We're sending voice talking. And the only thing that stinks about Instagram is that it only allows 1 minute for a voice message. So we're all sending like 10 voice messages. And I'm like, we need to change it.
Have you thought about using Voxer?
I just suggested that. I was like, we can do Voxer, make you up to 15 minutes of conversation.
And you can double speed the message.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, okay.
We use Voxer a lot at work. And it's so easy.
Yeah, like that's what I have been using with my other buddy reads. And so I'm gonna see if they want to. I know that Nicole has Voxer. Coda, he's never used it before. But I also like if you all happen to be on the app at the same time, it's like you can hear them immediately start recording. So it's kind of like you're having a bit of a conversation.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. So if you're like on the app at the same time, you've got the message open and the person starts like speaking, you immediately hear them and they know that you're watching because it says that you're playing the message.
Oh, so it's kind of like a walkie-talkie, kind of.
Yes.
I didn't know it had that capability.
Yeah, that's why it has like the walkie-talkie sounds.
Yeah.
So it's a great app. Yeah. So anyway, so anyone in the comments who doesn't know what we're talking about, look into it because it's been a game changer for me.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of like I'm the worst buddy reader because I'm either 3 days behind or I read it all in one night. Like I'm so bad at buddy reads. But I don't like I haven't utilized like voice messages enough because it's normally I just will get like I'll send whoever like a wall of text messages. Live reading it essentially.
We gotta you and me one day we'll do a buddy read and we can do it by the end of the month. Don't have to do it by chapter, so we'll just be like we'll go off and then we can just send each other very long voice messages so you can get that experience.
Love it. Love this. Brittany was here getting ready for bed, so I don't know if you're still here. But hello. It's not bedtime yet. Listen, my sleep schedule has been so messed up lately. It's just like I get into bed and that's when my brain is like, okay, I need to do this and I need to do this and I need to do this. And I don't know why it's doing that. I got a gym membership and I started working out and I was like, maybe this will just exhaust me.
Yeah.
I was like, if I go after work and then I get home and I'm just like so physically tired that then I want to go to sleep.
I've been thinking about just like bundling myself up to a crazy degree to go for like walks because the weather's been so bad that I haven't been like as active and I've just been in my apartment. And you feel as though you haven't done enough in the day. And so your brain stays awake. And I'm like,
does your apartment complex have a gym?
No. So my apartment it's more like a quad. So it's just like four apartments jammed, like together. And so we don't have like facilities like that. So it's like I'm on my own. Yeah.
Well, my thought was it's like once it gets to like March or April, I was like, then I will go outside and walk or whatever. But right now, it's just like there's too much ice. Like,
I'm sure
I would fall. And
No,
like when people. So like there's a couple people in our neighborhood that have like snow blowers, but most people just shovel. And so I can't so then it's like a very narrow spot. So I can't even really like take a dog with me because like because like they would have to walk in front of me and I've trained them not to do that.
Yeah.
So like I'm like I just can't. And so they just opened a Planet Fitness actually right across the street from the Barnes and Noble. So it's like a little bit
meant to be.
It's meant to be. But they were doing like a thing where they were like waiving the yearly fee and it was I think it's like $25 a month and I can bring someone every single time. So then like Derek and I basically can go together. Super like that's really cheap.
Super cheap.
And I really want to buy a new iPad because I have a very, very old one and it's starting like it works, but it's very slow. And like financially, like I have the money for it, but I was like, I don't want to just impulse buy something. So I was like, once I go to the gym 40 times, then I can buy the iPad.
There you go.
Because going 40 times like will create a habit. And it like gives me this motivation to like get in the gym.
Yeah, there you go. And
that's
like
my goal.
Like taking time.
If I go like 3 times a week, then like that's March that I'll be getting a new one. So it's fine.
Yeah, and you're taking the time proving that you still want it. Like it's not an impulse buy. It's like, hey, among these months, I still really want this. So I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
No, I was using my iPad the other night, even just for Kindle, and like you flip the page, and it like, okay, now it flips. Okay, not flip. So I was like,
the slowest.
Oh, you are dying.
Like, as if you see it turning.
I've had the iPad since I think 2018.
Oh wow!
Like it has lived a good life.
Yeah.
Hello, Coda. Yes, I do. Nell and my sprints do usually overlap.
Yeah.
So that's, it's okay.
Mhm.
But she's in a sprint right now, so it kind of worked out perfectly because I was like hanging out in her chat. Popping in from Nell's sprint, showing some love to the like button. Thank you. Also reading the engagement party. Very nice. Just got back from walking my dogs. We're gonna do one more 45-minute sprint. And obviously, like if you need to jump off, feel free to. It's not super late, but I don't know what your day looks like tomorrow. Yes, you're always welcome, even if you're not doing the readathon.
Were you talking to me when you were saying you can jump off, or
yes,
or just
if you needed to.
I'll be here. I'll be here until the end. Yeah. But anyway,
I was like, it's only 8:00 now, but then I was like, but it's 10:00 for most people.
Yeah, that's true. But no, my sleep schedule. We were talking about it. I'll be up. We're good.
that works. That works.
Yeah.
12%. Art and loving it. Very nice. Hello, welcome. 42 pages. Very nice. What is live today? No one knows. No one knows. Listen. Read some of All the Light We Cannot See, but then decided to start reading Scythe. Both of those books are fantastic.
I've read the first one, All the Light We Cannot See. I read that one. Yeah.
Okay. You should read Scythe.
I should read Scythe. I
know
exactly what that cover is.
It's like Cli-Fi adjacent. Because it's not Cli-Fi, but it's like post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
like created a utopian society after this terrible thing that happened.
I'm gonna add that to my Goodreads then.
The only problem is that the last book in the series is so bad.
No, why? Why would the author do that?
I don't know, but it felt like pro-Trump propaganda.
What the heck?
And it was like no thought ever. Are you kidding? I just got Libby, not now. I have been waiting on this.
Libby says now.
I've been waiting on this book since July. I put the hold in July, and I wasn't supposed to get it until next month. And it's ready now. I don't have time to read it now, but I want to read it. But I don't want to put it on hold because I won't get it back.
No. Oh no.
Maybe if I just wait 7 days, then it'll put me in the front of the line.
I was gonna say, just nudge it a little bit, maybe only allow for one other person to get it, and then you'll get it right back, hopefully.
Ugh, so frustrating. I knew that was gonna happen too. I knew it was, because it was starting to say available in 2 weeks, and usually when it hits 2 weeks, then it's it's usually less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. I don't have time to read this right now. On page 40 of Crooked Kingdom. Very nice. Read 28 pages. My goal is to get to page 200, so that I only have 30 pages. So I only have 30 pages left to hit that goal. You got this. We're going to do another sprint. So you'll be great. Read 40 pages of Final Offer. This is my bedtime book, so now I'm feeling sleepy. Oh no. I still need to read this one. I read the first 2 in the series, and they were good. But I never finished the series because this book is ginormous.
What series is it? Is it like the Billionaire one?
The Dreamland Billionaires, yeah.
Okay.
It was a fun premise. Got to 15% of Powerless. Very nice. 71 pages that sprint. Nice. You are on a roll. You are on a roll. I read a little under 50 pages. This book is hilarious and heart-wrenching at the same time. Oh no. I mean, good, but oh no. So many mixed emotions. Apparently she was a poet first. Oh, that's interesting. Coda's behind again. I heard the Instagram sounds rolling in. There's dinner.
It was only
now there's chats, That's the problem when you're sprint hopping, and then it's nice because you go back and forth when you're off, you're chatting and then chatting in the sprint. The problem is that we don't get anything done.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was the nice thing is because I'm physically reading this, I was able to basically read it during Nell's chatty bit. I'm listening. I'm not really chatting. I'm listening.
Yeah, well, that's why Coda or even like Christina, like a few of those who are so good about sprint hopping. I'm like, how do you also get reading done? Because
I
they
know.
do,
I know.
and I'm just like, you all are so supportive, but you're also always chatting, and I'm like, what? How?
How do you also read? Yeah, no, I can do
Yeah.
it when I'm physically reading, because the thing is I can't read when it's just completely quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like the neurodivergent in me, or the fact that like even when I'm reading not on sprints, it's like Derek has the TV on, or like I have music on, something.
Yeah.
And so like if it's just like completely silent, I can't do it. But if
Something's wrong.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
if I just like turn on a YouTube video in the background, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
So
That makes sense.
YouTube video, chatty bit, same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. And also, Coda, if you're still here, because I know you're probably hopping, they're only responses to your comments, like in IG. So I haven't commented about what I've read yet. So anyway, yeah.
I schedule sent 3 difficult emails. Oh, that's the worst. But glad to have that out of the way. We're thriving. Finished the Traveling Cat Chronicles. It was sad yet so heartfelt.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah, I've heard really like everybody like gets very emotional about this book. Yeah. I think there were a couple people that read it during Amazing Readathon.
Oh,
I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I imagine a bunch of people are reading it for Pokemon.
Because you know what it is? There has to be there's one that it's a cat. There's a cat character.
Cat on the cover or something.
Yeah. I did that for Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I got the catnip. That's the item I think some of these people are trying to get. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Nikki. Just joined partway through, then half the time was spent trying to determine a good playlist. But I started and got 10 pages into These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Nice. What are you thinking of this one? I read this one a couple years ago for a book club. That's the Romeo and Juliet retelling. Actually got some reading done that time. Very nice. Read a short story from Once Upon a Book Club Advent box. And then I'm reading The Measure. Just got past page 100. How are you liking this book? I love this book so much. This book is so good. There's like it's such an interesting commentary, because essentially the premise is that everybody, like one morning, every adult woke up with this wooden box on their doorstep with a random length of string, and that determined your lifespan. But like you didn't know what the measurement meant. Like 1 inch meant who knows how many. Like there's that. Like, so they didn't know. And then they once people started dying, then they could kind of figure out the measurement. And there's such an interesting social commentary on this book, because you're following several different people that have very different lives, but different lengths of string. So there's one guy that's running for president, but he has a short string, and he's trying to hide the fact that he has a short string, because he doesn't want to lose votes because of it. Then there's conversations about well, should people with or with short strings get insurance because you're gonna die? Should you be in the military? There's that book is so good.
I didn't realize that was the premise of that book. I know exactly.
It doesn't look like it when you look at the cover.
I can see the cover, and I'm like, I would not have gotten that from.
No, oh my god, this book is so good, so good. Hello. I have In the Woods waiting for me on my Kindle. Nice.
I am loving it. We've actually, a lot of us, the 3 of us have already talked about reading the series together and watching the TV series, The Dublin Murder Squad, after this. Ooh. So I am loving it. I'll keep you updated though.
Nice. Still only 1 minute, but we can 2 times speed on the IG. Oh, okay. You can.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that. Coda said he can download. Yeah, the Marco Polo app is also really good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think I have used this before, but it was really big 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was the big college thing.
I didn't even realize that. I guess I didn't.
I didn't either, but then when my boss was like, "Oh, download Voxer, like we use it a lot at work," and I was like, so I went to go download it, and then they're like, sign back in, and I was like, "Oh, this
What?
already, yeah." My ex-husband and his buddies used to talk to each other on Voxer all day. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no, I used to use it at college a lot. Like on campus. Our campus was big. Bundling up Ellie to go for her afternoon walk when I get home from work is a workout by itself. That's fair. The nice thing is like we have a fenced-in dog yard that's pretty big, and our dogs are all potatoes. So like they're not very active dogs.
Yeah.
But they like I'll let them out and like they'll just go run in laps essentially, and then so I don't actually have to take them for a walk every day. I would hate to be doing that in weather like this right now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't live in an apartment. Good night. I'm sure you're already gone by now because I'm a little behind, like 10 minutes behind.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I just got word that we have another day off due to weather. I haven't left my apartment since Friday. Oh my goodness. At least you've been reading a lot. Yeah, but I would start getting a little bit stir crazy. Like I worked from home today because the morning was very, very bad. And then I had my dentist appointment, so I didn't want to. I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. But, that was like a me thing. The office was still open. The thing with Utah is that like they never give us snow days because they actually know how to take care of the roads. So
Yeah.
like, we never get a snow day.
That's how it is. I'm from upstate New York, and I was like, if they were preparing for snow, they were out at like 10, 12 p.m. They were going those snow trucks. It's just,
Like I can hear the salt trucks like driving through right now, even though we're not even supposed to get that much more snow. But they just want to make sure it doesn't like ice over. Yeah, I think you would like the site series.
Okay, good to know. Thanks, Piper.
Yeah. Good night. Again, you're probably already got through a good amount of the audiobook. Very nice. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to come. Margaret's back. Done reading. Now we edit. Good job. Hello, now sprint hopping. Good night. So this is the first time I've actually taken a break since the first sprint started. So I've been in the thick of it. Oh, wow. Only have 25 pages left in the book. I love when a book does that, where you're just like invested for several hours and you look up and you're like, what year is it?
You're like, oh, it's dark out. Like,
yeah, no, I love when that happens. When you're like, nobody bother me for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, you're still there. I only hopped to hit the chat windows. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're like in perfect sync because she was about to start a sprint right as we were finishing ours. So it's like honestly perfect timing. But it's not perfect timing to do any reading.
Exactly. It's like, nope.
Yeah. The measure is hurting my brain, right? So, and also Julia Whelan narrates the audiobook.
Ooh, okay.
And she's like one of my favorite narrators. There's so many things to think about. I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah. Yes, it's so emotional, especially the relationship. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. It will definitely be on my favorites list for Amazing Readathon. So there's that. I always like I'm trying to like come up with like different ones from last year.
Yeah. Well, especially because if people are like participating, you know, like a bunch of people are going to participate again, and they're going to be looking for new hosts to read.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because we're doing it a little bit differently and doing genres, which I think I've told people about. We're doing genres for Amazing Readathon.
I was gonna say, I was like, is this
I was like, I know I've talked about it to some people. We're just whatever. I'm gonna pick one book from each genre as my favorite.
I like that.
Right. So that'll probably be my sci-fi favorite. Even though it is like it feels very lit fic, it's obviously like futuristic. Yeah. Yeah, Voxer was big a long time ago. I like Voxer with strangers because you don't have to give out your personal phone number. Yeah, with Marco Polo, you do have to give out your phone number.
Mm,
No,
mhm,
I'm sure you
mhm.
don't. Yeah, it's still out.
It is. I use it now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I use it at work all the time.
yeah.
Fellow upstate New York, New Yorker, and we never get snow days. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm. Yep.
Hello. Finally going to sit down and read Too Many Distractions tonight. A mood. A mood.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we are gonna do one more sprint. Let me turn it back to 45 minutes. I kind of liked this breakup of doing 45 minutes, then an hour, then 45 minutes. I feel like it was like nice. Like you got a little bit like of a warm up, and then the big one, and then a little bit of a cool down.
Yeah, ease us into sprinting. Then we get the big one, and now you're rewarded by a little bit of a
Right.
smaller
And it'll
one.
like put it a little bit past 9 when I finish. So that'll be great. Because that's when I usually my alarm goes off at 5 in the morning. So like I usually start winding down for bed about 9:30.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
smart.
It's just so early.
Mhm.
All right. I will see you in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back. Sorry, I lost my mouse for a second. The problem with using two screens is you're like, where is the mouse? I made it to page 91. I'm having a good time with this one. I actually was kind of wary of it because I've had such bad luck with cozy fantasies lately.
Mm-hmm.
But these two guys really hate each other, and then the mayor just joint commissioned them to make a new potion for his daughter. And they're like, you have to pay me so much money to work with him. And I'm like, okay, this is funny. I'm having a good time. How did you do?
Woohoo, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm halfway through this chapter. It's a long one. The audio said that it was on normal speed, it was a 90 minutes.
Wow.
So yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And I don't listen to it at normal speed, but I was doing the math, and I'm like, okay, I'm still not going to finish this chapter.
Yeah, even at 2 times speed, it was holy crap.
Yeah, and so I think it's 25 pages I got through, and I have a theory that I'm going to be telling Nicole and Coda. I don't know, it's a stretch. We have still more than halfway to go because it's just over 400 pages, I think. Yeah, and we're not even at page 200 yet. But I want to set it down, so if I'm right, I can brag about it and be like, ha ha ha, I was right.
No, it'd be fun to put a little tab in that spot of okay, at this point I thought I figured it out, and then when you get to the end you're like, oh, okay, well I see how I got there.
yeah, or be like, oh, I was so wrong.
Or I was maybe a little right.
yeah, exactly. And I'm just I'm feeling it though. It's fun. I'm excited for the TV series. I can imagine it being a really good kind of police procedural thing happening.
Right. Anyways, we had several people drop off and go to bed on that sprint, as expected. Good night. Settling in and finally to read and finish Untangling My Yarn. Oh, that's such a project. I'm still listening to romantic comedy. How are you liking that one? And yes, this was the last sprint. I'm so sorry, but I'm sure there are sprints there's sprints tomorrow, I imagine. Brittany's doing them in the morning.
Yeah, Brittany in the morning, Nicole in the evening, and then we've got sprints all weekend and everything. So
we got this. Got a little editing done. Yay, love that. A chapter is all I managed. Time for bed. Good night. Yes, getting sleepy. I am also getting sleepy. I left my camera on it, and I was like, it's gonna be funny because you're gonna see me get lower and lower.
Well, even when I turned mine on, I realized I was halfway down, and I'm this is the way it is. I was I'm not moving my camera.
I am comfy.
Yep.
Finish my book, Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Haven't decided if it'll be a 4 or 5, which in honesty means it'll probably be a 4.5. I mean, listen, you were enveloped into that for 2 hours without looking up. So I feel like you should get a bump for that.
Yeah, exactly. Vibes.
Made it to chapter 9. Should be able to read this one in an hour, according to Kendall. Very nice. Is that where you are too?
Yeah. I'm halfway through chapter 9. It's the long one.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. Made it to 21% in romantic comedy. So far, I'm still enjoying it. Not my genre though. But that's sometimes it's good to go out of your comfort zone a little bit. We all like a good stretch. Still reading, going on 70% now, and put your son to bed. Very nice. Into the Woods the one they made the musical of? No.
So not this one. This is In the Woods.
Yeah.
So, but Into the Woods, is that? I think that has
that's the Stephen Sondheim
that was in. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that's the Stephen Sondheim musical. That's all the fairy tale.
So this is a dark, Irish noir.
Yeah.
no musical. That would be a depressing musical. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. I got 42 pages read because the dogs distracted me. They have a tendency to do that. However, I'm at 76%, so I'm putting it down until tomorrow. So you're at a crucial point. That's the thing. If you're it's either that or you're gonna end up reading it all tonight and not sleeping. I've done that before. 59% into Jade City. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. So if I'm right, I can brag about it.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes, have a beautiful rest of your day. Vanessa is running at 8 a.m. Eastern time if you need even earlier. So that's 6 o'clock in the morning for me. I'll turn it on right before I leave for work just to stop in and say hello. Trying to decide if I need another glass of mead. The answer is always yes. The plumber ought to be coming tomorrow to check out the giant hole in the pipes. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. Yeah, the musical is like at least 30 years old.
Yeah.
That was actually our last sprint. I'm so sorry. Yeah. But
sorry.
I was trying. I don't see any reading sprints on my subscription feed, but there's probably reading sprints happening right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I can check if I have any, but
if not, you can always watch someene's back. That's I've found like people have been watching my sprints like after the fact lately, and I'm like, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, like I get like a comment, and I'm like, why is there a comment on my sprints? And I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
to be honest, I do that sometimes. If I'm like in a rut where I just like can't stay motivated and no one's sprinting, which very rarely happens. Someone's always sprinting, but sometimes during the day, if I'm at work and I'm like, I just need to like body double with somebody, then I'll just put on an old sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dogs have already gone to bed. They are. Doyle's right here, like snoring. I don't know if you can hear him.
No, I can't. I wish I could. That'd be funny.
In the Woods, the musical. It's a rock opera.
Yes, I do get it, Coda. I'm pretty sure I get it. If he's talking about the altar that I was telling you about.
Oh,
so, that is a dark joke, and I'm into it. But
all right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Like you said, there will be sprints tomorrow. I've got sprints again on Sunday. You're doing ones on Saturday, right?
Yes, I'm doing them on Saturday, and so is Margaret. I'm pretty sure Margaret's doing them after me, like in the evening.
You have early ones?
I'm doing day ones, yeah. So because one of our friends, Lotta, because she's in Europe, we're doing day. The past 2 weekends we've had Australians, and so we've been in the evening, and they've been Sunday morning. But since Lotta is like 5 hours ahead of me, all of us in North America are doing it like 1 p.m. I think it's 11 a.m. for you. And then we're going to go into Margaret.
Nice. Yes, Saturday. All right. Well, have a good night, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye.